Today we are making some DIYs perfect for your kitchen space. My kitchen is very small, so I love not only budget-friendly pieces, but pieces that can actually be functional. Today we are using our Cricut machine to make over some inexpensive items into gorgeous pieces you're going to love. A huge thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and let's get started. First up, let me know if you have seen these dry erase clips at the Dollar Tree. These are really neat. They actually come with their own marker, but if you want a more permanent solution to be able to display like a shopping list or to-do list, this is a really fun hack.
So I knew if I wanted to actually use these, I was going to have to add something permanent. Obviously, because I have kids, they are always like pulling things off of the fridge and not making it very easy to leave anything as is. So going into Cricut Design Space, I typed up to do on one, and then I searched grocery, found this cute little pig in a shopping cart, and I am measuring the clips to see how big that it needs to be, and then kind of shrinking these down to size, cutting them out and transferring them onto the clip. I am definitely a paper and pencil person, a list person. I have to have lists everywhere, and it's so motivating to me to get to go mark off everything that I'm doing or just have visual aids everywhere. So I am putting this to-do list so I can keep up with what I need to do from day to day, as well as the little shopping list that I can have running all the time and just keep adding to it. I love picking up a pack of the jumbo index cards from Dollar Tree, keeping these in a drawer by the fridge, and then you can just update these daily or weekly, however you need to do them, but these look so adorable, but also something super functional.
Okay, so I know this isn't a Dollar Tree DIY, but it is a really great deal if you run into Dollar General. Check out their glassware and like kitchen servingware section. They have tons of really nice high-end kitchen pieces, and a lot of times they are marking them down. So I found this little pitcher. It's not the right color for my kitchen, but I wanted to make it over into a really versatile piece that I could use not only now, but going on into the fall season. I'll be able to change out the greenery picks that I put inside of it. So I'm just going to be giving it a really quick makeover.
So I took this outside and I am spraying it with some Rust-Oleum 2X spray paint. I'm actually using a matte finish, but this does look shiny, but the picture itself did have like a glaze over the top of it, so maybe that's why it turned out a little bit shiny looking. But I like the original look to it, so I liked how the top was super shiny and the bottom was matte. So I thought that I would add that extra texture again, or extra like detail. So I wrapped the bottom so it would stay that matte color, and then took some gloss clear 2X coverage spray paint and took this outside and spray painted it, and you can tell that it kind of goofed up. So this was actually like a happy accident. I love the texture. It kind of crackled whenever I put it on the paint. I have never had this happen before, so I'm not really sure if it was the glaze underneath or the texture of this picture, what it was. So let me know in the comments down below if you know why it did this, but it actually turned out to be in my favor. I love that the top of this is so textured and gorgeous, and like I mentioned, I am going to use this now, but also it's going to be so easy to convert this into a fall decor piece.
The last time I was in the Dollar Tree, I found this huge display of all of like the first of fall pieces. So they have out like sunflower plates and bowls and mugs, but they also have some really cool like plaid pieces. Now I saw some of these last year, but it looks like they've added to it. I found some blue plates and gray ones that have this like big buffalo check pattern on it or gingham print, but the plates are like solid in the middle, which makes the perfect blank space to use our Cricut and put something really fun inside.
These plates are perfect to decorate with, especially since they are a good like thick plastic. They're not going to break if they fall down. I knew I wanted some type of circular decal inside of here. So on Design Space, I actually found this Bless Our Kitchen or Bless This Kitchen, and I thought it was adorable. So I tried to pick out some coordinating vinyl using my Smart Vinyl and cut this out. I'm weeding it out, and then this went so perfectly in the middle. It fit perfect. I made sure that I measured to size, but I thought this was so gorgeous. This will be like a perfect gift idea, but also something that you could do for every season. But I love how this turned out.
Next we are making looking over this very inexpensive sign that I found at Hobby Lobby. Definitely check your store's clearance sections. I found this like 75% off. It was under $4. It already has this gorgeous wooden frame. I love the color of it, but I just wasn't crazy about the image that was on it. So I'm going to paint over that. It took a couple of coats using my chalk paint, and then I'll have the perfect blank canvas to pick out any image that I want using my Cricut, and I can cut that out and put it on the sign. For today's video, I am using my Cricut Maker 3, which hands down is the best machine I've owned so far. It is top of the line. It is 2 times faster, 10 times more powerful. It cuts over 300 materials, and that's everything from like leather, wood, cardstock, iron-on vinyl, anything that you can think of. I love this machine. I've barely even been able to brush the surface of what it can do, but so many projects that you can make with this, and I love the smart vinyl. So that is my favorite feature of the new machines, is that they are compatible with the new smart vinyl, where you don't have to use a mat. All you're doing is feeding your vinyl into your machine ready to go, but you do still have the option of using a mat if you want to, like if you have any scrap pieces. But I love this feature, and you can find so many color options or iron-on options, so many ways to use the smart vinyl.
To start off this DIY, I am opening up Cricut Design Space, which is a free software program that comes with your Cricut machine that helps you choose or design images that you can cut out. So there are so many to choose from. A lot of them are free, and then they also have like a subscription club where you can get access to different images, and it is completely worth it. They have so many good ones. I like to go in and select canvas and then look through the images, but you also can select like different project ideas to find inspiration from different creators. But I just went into canvas and then am looking through the images, and then I typed in kitchen because I wanted a kitchen like conversion or something. I wanted something that would also be useful. So I picked the conversion chart that I wanted and added it to my canvas. I measured my sign, so make sure that you measure a couple of times to get it perfect, and then you can adjust the image to fit into whatever that you would like. Also notice that I am using my Cricut Maker 3 from my phone, which is so convenient, especially like today when I just want to craft on my kitchen table and I don't want to have to pull out my laptop and everything like that. So it is so neat just getting to pull out my phone. I already have it ready to go and just whip up a cute little design that I can have cutting out in just a couple of minutes. I am feeding in my smart vinyl. This machine cuts so much faster than the older machines. Whenever it is complete, I am using my weeding tool to just pick out all the excess vinyl that I don't want to put on my project, and then using some transfer tape as well as my little scraper rubbing tool, and I am going to pick up the image and transfer it onto my wooden sign. So this worked really, really well. I was so excited. As many of the tiny little letters that it had, everything worked out perfect and went on very smoothly. You want to apply a lot of pressure because these small letters, you do want to be able to pick them up on the transfer tape. And then after you're confident that it is completely attached to your wooden sign, you can just go ahead and remove the tape.
I was amazed at how gorgeous this sign makeover was. I feel like it turned out really, really pretty, and I love that even though it's something that's going to take up a little bit of wall space, or I'll be able to set it on the countertop to decorate with, it's actually functional. I reference conversion charts all the time, having to pull it up on my phone, but this will be not only cute wall art, but very functional as well. Be sure to click the link down below and go to Cricut.com, find out which machine is right for you. You are going to love it. It completely is a crafting game changer. So many things you can do with this, so many ways you can make money on the side. It's perfect for opening up a business, small crafting, getting into professional crafting, so many things you can do with this, especially making like Christmas gift ideas. And it's just always like something I want to have on hand, and if something happened to it today, I would be finding another one.
So in this video, I've been doing a lot of decals, but you also can cut out and use the vinyl for stencils. So I picked up these little chunky like wooden pallet signs from Walmart. They're very inexpensive. They were supposed to be a sign, which they're very small to be a sign, but I wanted to use them as little risers, whether that's for like candles or pumpkins. I thought I would make a couple of different ones, and that way I would be able to use them in different places as well as for the different seasons. So you could make this as festive as you wanted. You could add some orange on there, but I wanted to keep them pretty neutral so that I could use them for the rest of the year. But for this, I just cut out the design I wanted, actually weeded out the image itself, so I'm left with this perfect little stencil. I applied it to the sides, pressed it down really well, and then I'm lightly painting on the inside image, removing it while it's still wet, and you're left with this gorgeous like ivy vine that you cut out. So I love this. Like I mentioned, I wanted this to be a riser, so I wanted to add some little legs to it. I'm using beads for the little feet and gluing that on all four sides. And I feel like this is so adorable. And like I mentioned, I did put a candle on one, but also using this for a pumpkin. Definitely excited for the fall season, but these will be perfect for just any type of decor or in any room. Like I mentioned before, we do have a really small kitchen. I love functional spaces, so I thought it would be fun like to actually get to display some of my utensils that take up drawer space and countertop space up on like the backsplash or underneath the cabinets. So I wanted like a nicer way to display these rather than just putting up some random hooks. So I had this fun idea to use some wood from Dollar Tree and pair it with some of Dollar Tree's fabric. Now you could use your Cricut to customize these, personalize these. I just decided to Mod Podge on this fabric directly onto the wood. I did paint them white and let them completely dry. Added a layer of Mod Podge, putting the fabric down and then adding another layer on top, and after this completely dries, I'll cut it down to size. I took some mini little popsicle sticks and cut them down as wide as the board, and then painted these black, and I'm going to hot glue them to both sides. And then I found these hooks at Walmart. You could definitely substitute these with some Dollar Tree finds. You could steal the hooks off of these signs, buy some of the larger hooks, but I love these. They're actually little safety hooks. Like I mentioned before, I do have young kids, so they're all the time like pulling up on the counter, so this might actually help them from knocking things down too. It's got like a little safety clip on it. I tried to measure and get these as even as possible. I did pre-drill a little hole and then made a pattern so that I tried to get them in the middle each time, and then used the first one as a pattern for the second one, got all of these screwed in, and then hung them up on the backsplash. And I'm not going to hang anything super heavy on these because I just hung them not permanently with some strong command hooks, but like I mentioned, I'm just going to hang lightweight items like these measuring spoons.
Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to go click the link down in the description box or head over to Cricut.com and you can find the perfect machine for you. I know you're going to love it. I am obsessed with my Cricut machine, and if you are on the fence with it, it is completely worth the investment, especially now that we're going into the holidays. You can make like your own DIY Christmas gifts. You can find ways to make extra money on the side or just use it for like a fun hobby. But whether that's like organization or decor or gift ideas, the possibilities are really endless. So thanks again to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to leave me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting. Bye.